Welcome back to Pinpoint Hoops. So now we are getting into my top 20 favorite young players in the league. There's going to be two parts. The first one is 1 through 10, and then the second part is 11 through 20. But now before this video starts, I just want to say these are some of my favorite young players to watch that aren't already established as stars, kind of. Like, there's no Trae Young, Luka, Jason Tatum, Zion, LaMelo, people like that. There's no Anthony Edwards, James Wiseman. These are more like overlooked talent, somewhat. But now that's out of the way, let's get on to the video. And the very first person on this list is my favorite young player in the league right now, gilgeous-alexander. I think having Chris Paul on your team last year, one of the greatest point guards of all time, just a floor general, point god, if you will, definitely helped this kid a lot, because him on the Clippers, he was very good coming in as a rookie, 2018 class, great draft class, as we're seeing. He is very, very good at what he does. Not only is he a great playmaker for, him being more of a shooting guard, kinda. He can defend the ball, he can shoot, he can drive, he just does just about everything. He's averaging 23.6 this year on almost 34 minutes a game, around 5 boards, 6 assists, almost a steal. Very fucking efficient. 51 from the field, 41 from 3, 80 from the free throw line, with around 3 turnovers and a 62.8 true shooting percentage is insane. 22 player efficiency rating. He's playing I'm pretty sure top 20 basketball right now. Amazing. Next player. This man, I think, has some of the best defensive potential out of anyone in this whole thing, and that's DeJounte Murray. I liked him coming into the league, his rookie year. I liked him. I saw a lot in him. But now that he's taking more of the point guard role, he's becoming great. He's averaging 15 a game with pretty decent efficiency, but this man will clamp up your best player with ease and then do some dumbass turnaround shot and drain it. He is an amazing player, and he is taking a jump that a lot of people thought he would, but a little later in his career. I think this is his 4th year playing now, and it seems like it's his 2nd or 3rd, but he was injured, I'm pretty sure, his 2nd year, but he's playing 31 minutes a game, 15.5 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists as a guard, a steal and a half, no blocks really, 45 from the field, 31, 32 from 3, and 81 from the free throw line is very promising. And with the amount of times he's handling the ball, 1.7 turnovers is crazy good, 51.2 true shooting and 16.6 PER. This man is nothing but raw talent. I hope he blossoms. And the next player on this list, Collin Sexton. So one of my friends liked Sexton a lot his rookie year, and I didn't really care about the Cavs of all teams, and he was very high on Sexton, and last year I started paying more attention to him, and this year he's having nothing short of a breakout season. I think he should have been an all-star, but what are you gonna do? This man gave one of the best teams in the league 42 points. Absolutely bodied the Nets. And this man's defensive potential is insane. He plays with so much intensity. He's averaging almost 24 a game, almost 3 rebounds, 4 assists. He's got to be more of a playmaker if he's playing, the 1 and 2. But he's averaging a steal a game, not really any blocks. 47 from the field, almost 48. That's pretty good efficiency. 37, that's above average. 81, that's great. 2.8 turnovers. 57 true shooting is actually very surprising, considering he's kind of a chucker in a way, but not really. But a 17.1 player efficiency rating is pretty damn good for a young kid like him. And 36 minutes a game is kind of a lot, though. Like, his per 36 is the same stats. But on to the next player. A lot of people don't really talk about OG, but OG Anunoby, I liked him since the Raptors' run to the finals. You know, that whole thing a couple years back. And now that I'm thinking about it, most of the players on this list have nothing but defensive potential, and OG's one of them. He's one of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. You know, he gives you the threes, and he'll clamp up one of your best players, or your best player, considering who. His stats aren't very pretty, but if you watch him play, he's very fluid. He's averaging almost 14 a game, almost 6 rebounds, 2 assists, steal and a half, almost a block, about 48 from the field, 39 from 3, 75 from the line, and he's pretty efficient for him. Next player on this list is the person you saw in the beginning, Kevin Porter Jr. This man reminds me so much of John Wall because he plays within a certain intensity on defense. He can play make, he can grab boards, he's a scorer. Like, he is, I think, the next coming of John Wall, and it's so weird that he plays with him now. But his past aside, this man is, I believe he's going to be one of the best on this list, like, down the line. He just, I don't know. It's so weird to me that the Cavs just let him go for a second-round pick. Like, I understand he has temper problems and shit like that, but talent speaks for itself. Like, the Cavs had nothing short of a great young core to build around, and they just got rid of a piece of that for a second-round pick. Doesn't make any sense, but considering this is a very small sample size, he's averaging almost 20 a game, 3.6 rebounds, 8 assists, almost 2 steals, a block. 43 from the field isn't really great. 23 from the 3 is shit. 65 from the line is pretty shit too, but 51 true shooting isn't terrible. But this man, I just see so much potential in him. John Wall 2.0. And the next player on this list is Mr. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's teammate, Lou Dort. Now, he is not the most flashy player. His stats are not the prettiest, but this man's defensive skill is the best on this list. I don't think that's a debate. He clamped up Harden in the playoffs, clamped up Dame in the regular season this year. Like, guards don't want him guarding them. They don't. He's like a 6'3" small forward, but he will clamp up 1 through 4. It's so weird to me. He plays with so much intensity on defense. Like, he gets blocks, he gets steals. It's so weird, bro. Like, he's such a small forward, but he plays so big. On 30 minutes a night, he's playing 12 and a half points, 3.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists. Like, it's not great numbers. But that almost steal a game, that 0.3 blocks, the efficiency is not there yet. 38 from the field, 32 from 3, 78 from the line. 1.5 turnovers isn't the best. His PR isn't the best, but I think he'll get there. Next player on this list is Jamal Murray. Now, this is more the bigger name player on here, but like I said in the beginning, I don't think he's kind of built a reputation yet. Like, he's still proving himself. He still has to prove himself as a number 2 or even number 1 scoring option. But what he did in the bubble is nothing short of amazing. He averaged like 37 in the playoffs or something. I don't know. He averaged 37 in the series against the Jazz. He's a big shot taker, big shot maker, but the media doesn't really like him all that much because it's Jamal Murray. Like, it's the Nuggets. The media doesn't really like the Nuggets, but this kid is nice. Very, very good. I liked him from years back, and I've seen he has one of the smoothest step backs I've ever seen. He's averaging almost 21 a game, 4 rebounds, almost 5 assists. That 5 assists has to go up considering he is a point guard. But I know Jokic is the main ball handler. 1.2 steals, 0.3 blocks on pretty damn good efficiency. He's above average from the 3. He's 47 from the field, 84 from the line. 58 true shooting is damn good. And the next player on this list is another big name that I still don't think has solidified his spot as a star. Still got to prove himself. But De'Aaron Fox, man, this kid's having an amazing year. He plays with a lot of intensity on offense. He's very skilled driving. But his three shot is so inconsistent. His shooting in general is so inconsistent. If he can just be average shooting, he's going to be an all-star just about the rest of his career. But the West guards are the deepest, considering, Shea and Kevin Porter Jr. now, but almost 24 a game, 3.5 rebounds, 7.5 assists is great. Almost 1.5 steals, half a block. 46 from the field, 33 from 3 is not good. 68 from the line is not good at all. 3 turnovers ain't terrible. 55% true shooting is good. 19.3 player efficiency rating is good, but he's just got to step up that efficiency and he will be much better, I promise. Next player on this list is Jaren Jackson Jr. I know he hasn't played all year, so the stats I'll be showing are from last year, but this man has amazing defensive potential. He's a great rim protector. He's nothing short of a strong body. He can stretch the floor if need be. He's a decently efficient player for, his size and abilities. But he is a god-awful rebounding big. Like, he averages less rebounds than a lot of guards. And he's 6'11". Like, what is that? Him and John Morant are going to go so far if they can stick together and he can be a better rebounder. Because if he's going to play the 4 and Valanciunas the 5, he's just got to step up. Because Valanciunas is a good rebounder, but Jaren Jackson Jr. is so lackluster. So last year he averaged 17.5, 4.4 rebounds for a 6'11" 4. That is terrible. 1.4 assists, about a steal, and 1.5 blocks, and the efficiency is great. 46 from the field, 39 from 3, 74 from the line. Like, he has nothing but potential to grow, but he's got to get that rebounding up. The next player on this list, a lot of people are overlooking this year, and that's DeAndre Hunter. This kid is having an insane season for the Hawks, but the Hawks are bad. Hawks are very bad. Well, they're starting to get it together now, firing Lord Pierce. And what are they, like 7-0 or something like that since a new coach? But he's averaging 17 a game, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, half a block, 51 from the field, 36 from 3, 87 from the line, 1.5 turnovers, and 64 true shooting is insane. He is, I'm pretty sure, top 5 in true shooting this year. And if you don't know what true shooting is, that's field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and free throw percentage all mashed into one. And 64 is insanely good. 17.7 player efficiency rating too, which is okay. It's not the best, but it's doable. But this kid is going to be very good for, I think, a long time. And that's going to wrap up the video. Thank you everybody for watching. And this has been Pinpoint Hoops.